Yeah.
Sorry.
So game, which one?
Andrew Sully. Hello,
Oh,
Andrew. Yeah, go on.
sorry. I mean, so I
So we
didn't
gone.
run through the loser bracket variant, like all the variants and stuff in the losers
Yeah.
bracket.
Well,
So
loser of the first game. If you think loser of 12, yeah, because we've done all the A games. Loser of 12. So, oh my God, we don't know. L Clan or KGB is going to be up against PL or STR or Straight. You'd think Straight, yeah.
yeah,
You can
Yeah,
have
straight would have an
so you can
advantage there.
have L Clan or KGB up
K
against Straight.
KGB. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I
KGB or L
think
Clan, so
I think straight again strong Emmons guys. I think they'll give a strong game for the loser of game 12. And again, I think whoever it is, KGB or L Clan, will have a hard route into the losers bracket, sort of round robin. Yeah,
yeah, definitely straight is like, I mean, with Skull, Artris, Jugman, and Amin, like
Emin.
they're definitely a team that can compete. I don't know if they're a team that could, win a series against L Clan or KGB, but again, like those will be tough games for whoever they have to play.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so we'll just say L Clan slash KGB, or either
Yeah.
both of those teams are going to advance, is what
Well,
you're saying.
you two went more L Clan. I went with it's a toss up, flip a coin. So
Okay, so we'll say KGB.
you'd probably move KGB against Straight, and probably KGB will beat Straight and go through as a loser.
Right.
Although I got no idea, L Clan or KGB.
Okay, so what
And then you
about
got
the B matchup in the losers bracket? What would that end up being? Loser of game 3.
Against loser of game 4.
Yeah,
So that's
which
me.
would be
So that
VNS probably.
means NC, right? Against VNS.
Or VN, because that dual stage
Or
thing can
VN,
throw a wrench in
correct.
things.
Well, I think VNS or VN.
against who would you say between POJ and POZ?
Yeah, it would be POJ,
Another hard one
POZ.
to say, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, I mean, I would favor either POJ or POZ there, so
So either way,
bias purposes, I'll
one
say
of them
POJ.
you'd think would lose in game 11 against SYS. So you're
Yeah, that's
either
what
going
we're
to have
figuring.
POJ, POZ, or VN against VNS. I fancy VNS more than VN. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
I think they're a
VN. I
little
don't think
better
VN
still.
got enough strong sort of middle players to hold up VNS. So I would think VNS would beat VN.
And then
My-
VNS
my
would play
opinion.
POJ
Yeah,
or POZ
exactly.
to go to the
Yeah,
round robin, which would
yeah.
be, I think both of those POJ and POZ at their top level are better teams than VNS, but VNS maybe has the better individuals. So it's tough. Like I still favor either POJ or POZ there. I'll say POZ because I got to be biased and say POJ will beat them. So I'll say POZ over VNS.
Well,
in
as
the
it
B
stands
matchup.
at the moment, the way it's gone, you would think POJ will beat POZ. But if POZ bring their top players and actually play, then, oh, God knows, POZ are a challenge for SY, let alone POJ. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. Mundy
It
and
depends
Ging
who they
together
bring.
is crazy strong, especially with yeah, I agree. Uh, all right. So what you want to say? POZ would take. You guys would predict POZ to beat VNS. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I
Or
would say so.
POJ, either one. Okay.
Yeah, I would say one of those teams would beat VNS. It'll be a tight, hard game, but I would say one of those two would beat VNS.
I'm not sure. I'm not convinced.
I think they will. I don't think VNS are strong enough without Bhakti anymore. You know what I mean? I've watched a lot of their games during this, and I just don't feel like POZ. You know, if they bring back Mundi, etc., they're instantly going to be a strong team again.
Stronger.
Whereas,
Than
whereas
they were.
VNS, I don't think they will. Even though they're going to give people hard fights, but I just can't see them beating POJ or POZ as long as POZ bring the right players to the game. So yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
I would give those two the win.
So the C matchup in the losers bracket, what would that end up being? Probably Dreamers. I guess we settled on because we kind of gave Warlords a slight advantage overall. and then
Very, very small advantage, but yeah. But you think Dreamers would be loser of 10. Katsuni's
and they would
laughing.
play.
I honestly watch Juan and Gary and Nicole. Honestly, they're gonna give Riot's Warlords a run for their money, mate. Every team there has had a hard matchup. I like the brackets. I know I'm very biased, but I like them.
They are.
And who would Dreamers be up against in this hypothetical? I'm getting a little confused here because I'm looking away.
That's 5-0. No, Dreamers you're going now. That's 10, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's
they
a loser
would
of 10.
So they
Yeah.
That's going to be against VNS or POZ or.
Right.
So
okay.
you'd think POZ. So you'd think Dreamers against POZ. Again, very, very tight matchup. Even in Nations
Yeah, in
Cup,
the
they
Nations
were sort
Cup,
of tight
POZ won, right?
matchups. They
Yeah.
were very tight matchups.
Yeah.
So hard to predict.
But I
Very,
mean,
very
you
hard.
gotta figure Dreamers would make it to the round robin, right? I think most people think they're a top 5-ish team, so it'd
Yeah,
be a
but
big disappointment if they didn't make it to the round robin.
Yeah, but you're talking the difference between Dreamers playing Warlords, who I think they'll be comfortable playing in, versus playing VO, POZ, POJ, or VNS, which I don't think they'll be as comfortable playing with, because the Nations Cup proved that. As you said,
Maybe
they
styles
lost.
make fights.
Yeah, it's a different matchup again. But the loser of game 10, sort of the C bracket on the losers, again is another huge competitive match to get through as a loser into the round robin stage, which is what it bloody should be, guys. This is the biggest event in AOC history, and you're going to just have top 8 teams left.
Yeah, and
So
just as easily as we're saying that, Dreamers could have trouble getting to the round robin through that route, it could easily be Warlords in that position too. And imagine how big a shock that would be to people if they didn't make the round robin.
Oh, that would be a huge shock.
And it's like not completely out of the realm of possibility, like with the scenario we're outlining. So it's pretty crazy right now.
Yeah,
what
I
about
agree.
game
I'm looking forward to all of these matches.
Oh, me too, and I'm so excited. Can we start it now?
Loser of game 9. You would think that would be Nadia's boys, but again, you never know. All these like gay boys that are all stuck together play so hard. Katsuni, they're going to beat Katsuni's lover boys, the Legends.
And that would be either against SYB or
Okay.
CKF,
I think Nadia's will give Legends a game. I think they will make it hard, but I think Nadia's boys will lose.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
Nadia's boys will be
the
facing
individual talent to really beat Legends, but
yeah, I think they'll lose. But they'll be facing the losers of 7 or 8, which
would probably be SYB and CKF. So they're going to have to beat a really good Chinese team to get to the round robin.
They are, indeed. But again, it's another challenge, isn't it? It's a challenge. If Nadia's boys want to prove that they are top 8 team, then you need to beat SYB or CKF together, guys.
And I wonder who they'd rather
There's no
play
easy route.
Who do you think is stronger, SYB or CKF? It could be like,
CKF.
50-50.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know, Katsuni. I don't know.
You would think because of the individual players, but the SYB, like that Zhao Zhang guy, I don't know if you guys have
Strong
noticed,
team.
he's been so good, and their team, like with the I Love Hong and a couple of the other guys, are really impressive. But
No, SYB are a strong team, and out of all the nations, the Chinese are so patriotic. They're so respectful, etc., of their nation that I can't see SY doing anything lightly. And CKF seems to me more like a team of just misfits thrown together.
and it seems like they don't have that much time to play.
Yeah,
Like, Tim
maybe
doesn't
I'm doing
really
them a
play that much.
disservice. Yeah, but it's like as if it's like the KGB. I'll liken it to KGB. Okay, I don't want to be bad to KGB, but KGB are a mixture of people all over that side, sort of the continent, chucked together, and we'll make a team, guys, and we'll call ourselves KGB. And it feels like CKF are that to me.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
It's
SYB.
a good parallel. It's a good parallel.
SYB and SYB, they'd always been SYB. But CKF are just like, we'll grab him. He's a Chinese player. He's good. We'll have him.
Yeah,
Does
I
that
think
make
you're right
sense?
about that. Yeah, no,
They
I
are
see what
playing
you're
in
saying.
Chinese servers. Taff, come on, you know
Yeah, but
that.
not together though, Katsuni.
They
It's
are.
the same as saying that all of KGB are playing in the Vubli servers, but they're not all people you would assume that always play together. They're not. KGB
Also,
are a team that's been put together for this tournament. Yeah, they know each other. Yeah, they're great friends, but they're not solid teammates like a team like SY, yeah, or SYB. They're not, and I
yeah,
don't
so
think CKF are either.
and I also think even if you look at the scheduling thread with like Joffrey scheduling for CKF, and he's like, I can't even get 4 players together. Like none of my guys can play. None of my best players can play, and that's kind of an indication right there that, maybe these guys don't have the time or really the motivation right now to really like put their best foot forward. I think they do want to do well because like you saw their deathmatch players had put a lot of effort in, but maybe they just like the time isn't permitting. And I think SYB is a lot more of a together team right now. So
Yeah,
I
I
actually
agree.
would favor. I think SYB will play Nadia's boys to get to the round robin, and I
Yeah.
think Nadia's boys will have a really tough matchup, but I think they'll take it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. That'll be very, very close. It'll give Nadia's boys a chance to prove themselves when against
Yeah, that would be
another decent
impressive
team
because.
again.
And there'll
As
be
we said,
naysayers still, because POZ, I mean, everyone saw they didn't come with their best team. They didn't come in there even close to their best form. So people maybe are still thinking like, we'll see how these guys do against like a real,
yeah,
solid top 10-ish team.
yeah,
But I
yeah,
do
but
think they're that good. I think they'll win that.
yeah, I agree. I think they will win it as well. I think because they're more of a tight knit actual team instead of misfits of good players. But POZ, just going back a little, POZ have suffered for not coming with their best players. I mean, they're up against POJ now, and they got SY in the next round. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You bring your best players, guys, or you're gonna have some hard fights going forward.
Yeah, maybe, I mean, you would hope not, but maybe they looked at the names of like the Nadia's boys and just from their past tournaments, they said, oh, we can beat these guys without much training. We don't really, I mean, other than like maybe Loisia, but I just from talking to Mundy a bit, I've heard he said stuff like that, but you can never tell if he's kidding or not. They had to know how good they were seeing their other games in the group stage, and they just, they just got ran over.
Yeah, well, it just shows a tight knit bunch of guys that are genuine friends.
But POZ can boast of that too. When they're at their best, like they all play together all the time. They have so much.
I agree.
Like,
I agree. Which is why POZ were one of the top 8 seeds in this event. POZ, POJ were the top 8 seeds in this event, and yet all of a sudden they're playing each other in the first part of the double elim, and POZ are in the sort of dual stage part of the bracket. That's all because they've proved that they weren't strong enough in this actual event to warrant their seed position in the beginning.
And you don't want to see like a team like POZ, like in the biggest, tournament of the last 10 years, come and just not be prepared. Like you want to see everyone put their best foot forward, and at least you still played your best. And
well, I think now of all stages during the whole event, they'll all realise they have to put their best foot forward. They have to get their best players. They have to play their best, because now is the stage where you're getting into serious money. And
they were probably a bit embarrassed too by that outcome.
Yeah, they probably were, because they're a nation.
Yeah.
I think that's
they've always had pride in these tournaments. They always put the time in, so it's not like they always do this,
Yeah, and they play together as a team of players from Hong Kong. It's not just like random misfits. They are a genuine bunch of guys that all work together and they're all strong. And I think POZ genuinely deserved their top 8 seeds in the beginning, because we thought that they were a top team, but they need to prove it.
I also think, like, maybe to a lesser degree than like a VN and maybe a VNS, they kind of lack that 4th player. I really like obviously Ding, Mundy, and Rats, but I think like they're kind of in limbo. I mean, they always used like either Esun or what's his name, Cloud, or B-Virus is on the team, but like who's that solid 4th who they're gonna go with? It seems like they have 3 really like solid guys who always play, and then that 4th is kind of up in the air. So we'll see what they do with that.
Yeah, they never tend to stick to that 4th, do they? They always swap that position around. Yeah.
And you really want like 4 guys. Like, I mean, with L Clan, you look at them, they're 4. With Legends, obviously, you look at them, they're 4. I feel in SY, same thing. Although SY has like 5 or 6, they could just, who are all the same level, so it doesn't matter. But
yeah. Yep. Was that game 12? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was it. I think we pretty much covered all the who's advancing to the round robin and everything.
Cool. Anybody in the chat, or even yourself, Andrew, or Katsuni, got any questions on the brackets, or how it's going to work, or where we're going from here?
No, it's super
Anybody
clear.
have any questions?
I'm good, man. I still have some holiday shopping to do, so I'm gonna run out and get that done. But thanks so much for hosting this. I had a lot of fun with it.
No worries. Thank you very much, Andrew, for running through
Oh, yeah.
your take on the brackets.
POZ also have Kyo. Don't forget about him.
True, I did forget about him. All right, guys, have a Merry Christmas. Take care, okay?
You too.
Merry
Thanks.
Christmas, everyone on the stream.
Good night,
Bye.
Andrew. Cheers, mate.
Another-
Okay.
Another empty can.
Yeah, sorry, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Let me go and empty these empty cans, and let me get another one. And
Okay.
you can talk to the viewers, mate. Ask them for some questions.
Yeah. No, guys, come on. Some questions. Do you have any questions related to this? What are the formats for the games? I have no idea, man. I mean, it's gonna be best of 7. Kyo never recovered his top shape back. Well, yeah, obviously he's not in top shape. The same you can say about Tyrants, also not in best shape at the moment. Same Chris, Ding, and the examples can continue. Still not at the maximum. But I think, hello Drashi, but I think they can, playing more and more, they can come close to that top level. Andrew is POJ Demo, or Democracy of Gods. I think you know him by that name. Okay, let's see. We are going to where is coming rules and settings. Here we are. Dual stage. 24-hour request. The dual stage is gonna be best of 7, as you can see. The dual stage is best of 7. Then after these 2 games, as you can see here, SYB against PL and VN against VNS to switch the side of the bracket. They will play, which is gonna be again best of 7. Double elimination will be, let's see, double elimination non-standard starting at last stage. That's fun. Okay. So best of 7. It's gonna be best of 7.
I'm back, sir.
Yeah. So in the next stage is gonna be best of 7.
Yeah, next stage is best of 7, indeed.
Best of 7. Yeah. Well,
It's not. So
it
it's
is
not
displayed.
all games played in the next stage, guys. It's
Yeah.
best of.
No, Mr. Suno Day Walker, I didn't buy new curtains, man. These, I have it from the last 15 years. They are still doing their job, so why to change them? You know, I have this principle. If something works, why you need to change something that works? Know what I mean?
Mr. Milo, question for Taff. What can we expect for 2015? A Voobly apocalypse? No. No, Mr. Milo. There will be no Voobly apocalypse in 2015, but there will be some huge announcements. There will be a massive announcement in about February, probably.
Yep.
Very, very big. Any more questions, girls?
Any more questions?
Tournament wise, give us some sneak news. Oh my god, I know who's going to the round robins. I know who's going to be versus who in the round robins.
We just talk about it, right?
Am I going to give it out? No.
My favorite adult movie star, well, I don't have only one.
You can't
There,
answer those things.
there are a
This
few.
is a
I'm
blooming
not.
war is coming podcast. Stop
I'm not-
asking stupid questions.
I'm not
people.
answering, but I'm saying it's not only one. That's all. Don't pay attention to Milo.
Yeah, don't pay attention to Milo. Should we do another should we do another giveaway, guys?
Of course, come on. Memp is lurking from his iPad.
Is he?
Yeah. In hope that he's gonna win. Finally.
Oh man, straight to playing
Something.
legends. Yes, straight to playing legends, and you know what, Mr. Taco, straight to very happy with their position in the group.
Yeah.
I was with them up until midnight on Monday when the thing closed, and he was praying that CKF didn't challenge them because he really wanted to stay where he was. Because Emin, with Team Straight captain, realised that was a good position for them to be in. Because Straight were one of the strongest teams from the sort of second level, if you like. Straight and SYB were both the two strongest teams in the losers portion for me. So a lot of people thought they were given bad draws or bad brackets, but actually they're not at all.
Yep.
And Emin was really happy that he stayed where he was because he wanted to be that position. Right, so what Zupi Stark Marathon was an awesome game, absolutely brilliant. Me and Katsuni were there for all 9 games, and
All 9 games,
I
guys.
think they were
over 6
excellent
hours.
games.
Yeah.
Excellent games. Anyway,
I wouldn't say except that rooster, which was a bit, fast. I mean, it didn't last too long, but even that one,
yeah,
a
but
lot of micro, a lot of
Zupi did the right thing though. He resigned at the absolutely the right time. He
Yes.
didn't just give up. He knew the game was over. So no, they were great. They both played
Yep.
very well. The only criticism we would give as casters was that Zupi was very, very slow in his push, very fast in getting to a good position, and very slow in taking advantage of that good position.
Very
if that
strong
makes sense.
booming and so on. Yeah, but
Very
was-
strong and very slow.
not necessarily afraid. But yeah, in more than one game, he could finish those respective games faster than he did.
Mr. Suno Day Walker. I can't remember your name, mate. I know you're somebody else. Sorry, excuse me for tonight. It's Christmas. Suno, who the hell are you, Suno Day Walker? You're one of the DM guys.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyway, I'm a noob. Yes. The round robins are sort of set. I could have made the colours on the positions that they get. So like whoever wins game 9, game 10, game 11, and then the losers. That's already worked out. I've already worked it out. I just don't want to tell the teams how it's already worked out because I don't want teams sort of second guessing and thinking, well, I'd rather go down to the losers game section and go through from that because I could then go into round robin group 2 instead of group 1. So I'm not letting teams do all of that in advance because I'm just gonna see how the brackets go. I'm gonna see how everyone performs again. And at the moment it's set, so it's a nice simple format, but from obviously to get to the round robin, not to create the brackets, but I don't want to tell them in advance, if that makes sense, because I don't want anybody going so far down the line that they think, well, it's better if we lose this game and then we'll win the next one and then I'll get into round robin 2 instead of round robin 1. No, absolutely not, Spaden. There is no random. If it was random seeding, you wouldn't have anything like the brackets you got now. Okay, every single one of those players. This bracket you're looking at now, and the losers of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 took me 12 hours, easily 12 hours,
Phew.
if not more than 12 hours to work, to go through, to think of every permutation, to look at how everybody did. It probably took me longer because nobody was with me because Nelson was traveling on his way to Brazil. Normally Nelson will help. I'll just run ideas off Nelson because out of the whole war is coming. There's basically 2 admins. Okay, there's basically 2 of us that do everything, and that's myself and Mazmora. And then Jeanette does a lot of the work behind the scenes. But as far as the decisions and the admin stuff, it's nearly always me or Nelson. But yes, Baden, to answer your question, there's a lot of thought gone into the seeds. This is one of the reasons why your team, Nadia's Boys, is where they are now, and the other teams are not in that position. When do the polls close? Oh, ask Katsuni. He does a lot of that. I sort of spread out the work, and Katsuni looks after the 1v1 challenges for Steel Series.
I will post them after. I'll stop the stream now. I will see who's having the most votes in the polls, and I will make the topics.
Cool. Yes, Nelson is in Brazil. He's in Brazil until the 31st of December, so it's just me at the moment. Nelson's
he has a concert there, right?
No, he's visiting his brother. His brother works in Brazil, so Nelson's flown from Germany to Portugal, picked up his parents, and he's flown off to Brazil. So I mean, I'm still in contact with him every day. Nelson, he's awesome, absolutely brilliant. He's my right hand man. Yeah, Nelson's still about, but he's not here to sort of help with decisions. And on the brackets, guys, just one other thing. I didn't ship myself, but it was a bit difficult because I did all of this myself from Saturday 7 AM, and I was praying that Nadia's Boys had the result against POZ that they had, because it meant I didn't have to redo the whole thing again, and they did. So that Sunday night I posted these brackets and not a single person had seen them other than me, and that's terrible for an admin. You want to run things off as many people as you can, but I can't. There's only Nelson that I can run these things off, and Nelson wasn't here, so I had to post these. I had to do them all. I had to work them all out. I had to go through every detail, and then I had to post them live on Sunday night without anybody seeing them at all. Nobody. You guys were the first people to see them apart from me. So that's always a bit of a worry. Anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, Fiat Nelson is Masmora. He's the guy that speaks Portuguese to you, sir.
Yep. That's the man.
Tough if we're 2 teams from the winner brackets per round robin group, right? Yes, correct, Spaden. So if you look at the top, okay, so you got a game, if you think of the second games, 9, 10, 11, 12, okay? 9, 10, 11, 12 are the 2 top tier teams in each round robin group. So there's 2 round robin groups, round robin 1, round robin 2, and each one of those will have 4 teams. So, in effect, the winners of 9, 10, 11, 12 will be the top 2 in the round robin. And then the winners from the bottom that get through, from the losers of game 12, 11, 10, 9, they will go through as what we would call second tier teams. So they would be losers. So they're absolutely going to be against top teams. So the top 2 winners, top 2 losers in each 2 round robin groups, round robin 1, round robin 2. And then only 1 team from each of those round robins will qualify for the grand final. So trust me, the round robins, I've seen the potential of what we can actually end up with, and they are huge. They are absolutely huge. There is no way either of the 2 teams that reach the final can say they didn't get there without a hell of a fight, because they're not going to. It's as simple as that. Even legends, they can. All of you can knock out. Watch what's coming.